have a book called It Takes Respect,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the topics are learning respect from your parents, submitting yourself to God and coaches, along with putting school first. How did this help you, and how will it help those who are athletes become successful as you have today?
One of the first things that I've learned, and probably my parents instilled it the most, and that was to have a respect for those who were assigned to tell you what to do. As it relates to a child, or when I was a youth, as a teenager, it was my parents, my teachers. Many times I didn't like what they asked me to do. Many times I didn't want to do what they asked me to do. But somewhere along the line, there's this genius that people that are older than you probably know a little more than you. And I don't know when that hit me, but at some point I realized, okay, I'm 15 and this person is like 40. So that's a lot more years of being around on this earth than I've experienced. And that book is simply about respect for authority, or understanding that, believe it or not, authority are those people that are in authority. A teacher, a principal, a parent, a coach. Those people, police officer, those people in positions ordained or put there by God to assist and make sure that the people that they are actually serving have the opportunity to be successful. A good teacher instructs a student, helping them realize their potential, helping them understand the importance of education, how it relates to everyday life. Because when we're at certain ages, we don't realize it. We don't realize, okay, down the road, this class that I don't really want to study for, I may need this information. Okay, I graduated in accounting, and even though I'm not an accountant, I'm not a CPA, I have to manage my money. And very few people understand how to manage money. It's easy. Sometimes it's easier to get than to actually manage. So that book is simply me, from a chronological approach, dissecting my life to tell people exactly, here are the different people that had an impact in my life and what helped me be able to get to where I'm going or where I am now with the least amount of disturbance, as it were, turbulence, as possible.
So what things have you done to make a positive change in your community?
Well, the first thing, a community are made up of people. So the first thing is to understand, to become the best person that I can be. The other thing is by having a public exposure, not embarrassing my community by things that I would regret, doing things in secret that all of a sudden gets public knowledge that brings a dark cloud over my community. That's the first thing. The other things are getting involved in different things that are going on, whether it's in my local church, whether it's different activities within my community, serving, whether it's my neighbors, whether it's going into different schools such as I'm doing now. It's really being a voice, and it's quite frankly something that I plan to do even more of, is take the experiences that the Lord has allowed me to have and share with other people. Because many times, just like I share with you a typical day during a football season, very few students or even parents who look at us play on Sundays understand how much we're in the classroom. That's the thing. Athletes today, if you go to high schools and I tell them, oh man, I want to do what you're doing. I want to be a professional athlete. I want to be a professional football player, basketball player. But wait a minute. You're in class for like 5 hours a day? I thought I would get to play football to get away from class. Yeah. So that's kind of funny when you see people and you tell them how often you're actually in class. It kind of makes them say, oh man, I better rethink this thing and start really paying attention in class more. So just doing different things like that, whether it's also when you have financial wherewithal, it's given into different projects that are going on in the community. Some things, because of my time, there's only so much of it, I have the opportunity to give into certain ministries or certain community activities that are doing things that I agree with and that I believe in.